So next question is about pressure. What is the formula of pressure? The formula of pressure is force upon area. So force we can write mass into acceleration upon area. As we can write in place of mass we can write m, in place of acceleration I can write lt minus 2. Just now we have derived what is the formula for acceleration, lt minus 2. So in place of acceleration I can write lt minus 2. Area, what is the area? Length square, so we can write L square. So if we will bring L square upside, so what is the final formula? M L minus 1 T minus 2. So what are the dimensions of pressure? Dimensions of pressure in mass is M 1, in length is minus 1, and in time is minus 2. That is M L minus 1 T minus 2. This thing is actually called as dimensional formula, and these are called as dimensions of any physical quantities. Okay, getting? So next is work done. So work done we can write, what is the formula of work done? Work done is equals to force into displacement. Force into displacement we can write in place of force MA and displacement as it is. M is we can write in place of M as mass is M. In place of A we are writing LT minus 2. It is the dimensional formula of acceleration. Multiply by what is the dimension we will take for displacement? Displacement is kind of length only, so we will take as L. So what is the formula which comes out as M L 2 T minus 2. So what are the dimensions? Dimensions of the work are 1 in mass, 2 in length, minus 2 in time. That is ML2 T minus 2. Now next is energy. Energy we all know that it is the capacity to do work. Hence the SI unit is joule, and which is same as work and energy are having the same SI unit, which is as joule. So hence their dimension will also be same. Always remember, when the SI unit of any two physical quantities are same, then their dimensional formula will be same as it is. So as we know that work and energy both are having the same SI unit as joule, so their dimensional formula will be same as it is, ML2 T minus 2. Next thing comes out as power. So what is the formula of power? Power is equals to work done upon time, or we can write down energy consumed upon time. So in place of work done I can write force into displacement upon time. So what is the dimensional formula of force? Dimensional formula of force is MLT minus 2. What is the dimensional formula of displacement? L. Time T. So whole together if we will solve this thing, so we will get ML2 T minus 3. Next is energy. Now this is something special. We know that kinetic energy is equals to half mv square. Always remember, that is, magnitude is never considered in deriving the dimensional formulas. In any formula, if you are having any sort of magnitude, we consider magnitude is a dimensionless quantity, because it is a number and number don't have any dimension. So never consider any sort of magnitude in deriving the dimensional formulas. So we will only consider mv square. So what is the formula? What is the dimension of mass? M. V square yani v ka whole power 2. So what is the dimensional formula? First we will write the dimensional formula of velocity, that is LT minus 1, and then square of it, means we will get ML2 T minus 2. Next comes out as potential energy. What is the formula of potential energy? Potential energy is equals to mgh. So m, in place of m we are writing mass. In place of g we all know that what is g? G is the acceleration due to gravity, and what is h? H is the height. So in place of these physical quantities we have to write the dimensional notations for it. So for mass m, acceleration due to gravity means it is a sort of acceleration only, LT minus 2, and height we will consider as a type of length only, so we will take the notation as L. So what is the formula becomes? Formula becomes ML2 T minus 2. Now last question which we will study, we will solve for it, that is refractive index. We all know that in the 10th class we have studied what is the formula of refractive index. It is speed of light in medium 1 upon speed of light in medium 2. So n, I am taking the notation for refractive index. So n is equals to v1 upon v2. Since it is speed upon speed, so all the dimensions of numerator will be cancelled out because of the dimensions of denominator. So refractive index becomes which quantity? Dimensionless quantity. M0, L0, T0. If it is asked you what are write the dimensions of dimensions of refractive index, then what will you write? You will write 0 for mass m, L0 for length, and 0 for time t. Now I am giving some homework for you. You have to solve these 10 questions. You can take the screenshot also, and if you are not able to take, then I will send you in form of PDF notes. I have already sent. You can check. These are the questions which you have to do as homework. You have to find the dimensions, and you as well as you have to write the dimensional formulas of the following. Gravitational constant we have studied. Planck's constant you will study in chemistry, or might have you have studied. Average velocity, resistance, density, angle theta, solid angle, potential difference, acceleration due to gravity g, and weight. Okay, if you are not getting anything, you can write down in the comment box, so I will give you the solution on Sunday. Better you try with yourself, beta. Now next topic that is important is in this chapter, that is principle of homogeneity. Now what do you mean by principle of homogeneity? According to this principle, we can multiply physical quantities with same or different dimensional formula at our convenience. Please focus on the definition. According to the principle, we can multiply physical quantities with the same or different dimensional formula at our convenience. Means we can multiply. But however, no such rule applies to addition and subtraction. If you are not getting, I can simplify the principle of homogeneity. Principle of homogeneity says you cannot add or you cannot subtract two different physical quantities. Means if suppose, for example, if you are taking, if suppose we are adding P plus Q, we are taking P and Q as any two physical quantities. Then if you want to operate on addition or if you want to operate on subtraction, then there is only one condition, that P and Q must be of same physical quantities. Means suppose if P denotes mass, then Q must be denoting the mass. Okay, you cannot add P as mass and Q as velocity. You cannot add these two physical quantities. This principle of homogeneity says. Means you can multiply P and Q, you can divide P and Q, but you cannot add and subtract this one two different physical quantities. For example, suppose if you are taking the question, how the question comes on principle of homogeneity, we will see. See, suppose the question is given